Welcome back again to the Note Card Art School. I am Mark Reed. You can reach me at notecardartschool@gmail.com. We sell these note cards once they're finished because what else am I going to do with them? We sell completed ones at Etsy and at occasional, what do you call those, openings in real life locations in the city of Denver, Colorado. The topic today, for which I did not make a title card yet, the topic for today is called copying yourself. Here are the people it's okay to copy as an artist. You can copy A, other people, and B, yourself, and C, no one. It's very hard, I've discovered, to make something look like nothing else in the whole world unless you know what everything else in the world looks like. You have to look at other people's art if you're going to try not to make something that looks like other people's art. The flip side is, if you only look at a few people's art, if you only look at art you like, then you're going to make more things that look like other people's art. And part of the challenge of this whole project, this whole thing, what people have been doing for the last 5 million years, is trying not to look like everybody else or the last guy. So I spend a fair amount of my time looking at other people's art. I love it. I love to look at art. My eye delights at the look at other people's art. 584. I love to look at other people's art. And if you wish to make art, you should look at other people's art. All art is good for you. It all falls into two categories. One is, that looks like something I'd like to do. Two is, that's hideous, I hope I never do that. And three, of the two categories, number 3 is, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel neither this way nor that way about that piece of art. One person you can always copy though, and it's perfectly legal, is yourself. And that may sound funny to you, like how or why or whatever. Like, I'm me, right? What could I learn, or how's that going to work to copy myself? And I can't really explain this. This is a little bit magical or something. It's a little bit hard to explain, but I will try. When you make one drawing, like number 329 here, you make one drawing, you can move a certain distance, you can make a certain amount of, let's call it progress. And you'll take a certain amount of risk and you'll try something new, but your brain can't handle it. Your brain can't handle going too far. You gotta believe me, it's true. And so sometimes if you just copy your own work, and I mean to say you could even try, you can try your best to try to copy it like perfectly, word for word or whatever, and try to make an exact duplicate. And even if you do, you won't succeed. And your new one might be better than your old one, or sad news, it might be worse. And you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. It turned out worse than the last one. But it could be better, you know, and that's a risk all the way through, all the way along. We're always taking this risk. What if I make a piece of junk? Oh no. That'll be the end of the world. And the end of my art career. Everyone will know. But you know, one thing I love about the visual arts, that's what we're doing here. Making pictures, so to speak. Oh, criminy. One thing I like about that is you get to hide your mistakes. Probably more so than maybe a scientist gets to hide his mistakes, or her. Doctors do not get to hide their mistakes. But in the visual arts, you get to hide your mistakes. When you see a painting in a museum or a sculpture, you have no idea on that day at that time how many tries it took that artist to get that thing the way you're looking at it. And sometimes you look at something and you go, oh, I wish he tried harder, you know. Halfway there. You go to a museum and you look at something and you're like, maybe not a museum, but a gallery. Or you might be looking at this picture right here, number 584. You might be looking at that going, good job, Mark. Halfway there. You're halfway there. Keep going. Don't quit. Keep moving. You're getting there. But that's a good reason to copy your own stuff, because maybe you'll get a little bit farther the next time. Personally, I like to look at my own things, the things I make. I think you should, if you're doing a good job, and if you're not making anything too hideous. You should be able to look at it and say, oh, I like that. I like that, but I'm going to go farther. I'm going to go a little farther, but boy, I do like that. I like the way that turned out, you might say. And then, like I said at the beginning, you can't spend the whole time looking at your own work, because you'll never get anywhere. And you'll start creating things that look like other people's stuff. It's a little disheartening if you go out on Pinterest and type in drawing and you find something that looks just like your drawing, and you're like, oh great, it took me forever to figure this out, to come up with this picture, and this other guy already did it yesterday. It's not very happy. Well, we're not quite done, but that's how it goes. Sometimes it takes longer than 7 minutes to make a note card. Art school, art drawing in art class. Some are faster and some are slower. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again next time.